Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Ethan Nestor video. And this one I've been kind of looking forward to. I haven't had the time to really check it out, but Ethan decided recently go skydiving. So it's going to be interesting how he was able to handle it. It's very, very scary. So I wonder how he was able to handle it. So I might as well just get right into it and see what chaos we're going to be seeing here. So without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we?
That's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, let's just
Is this
say
Sonic? The opening of Sonic?
a little oopsies. Back in January, I was sitting down minding my own business when I got a little phone call from my friends Zach and Austin. Zach and Austin you've seen from time to time. We've made a couple videos together. They do their own filmmaking. We also made the documentary together. Pictured here, kissing my face. Delightful boys. It was a weird time to get a FaceTime from them, so I was a little confused. What were they about to tell me? Were they asking me to go on an adventure? Maybe a cute little picnic, or maybe a little dinner at the Hello Kitty Cafe?
Explain to me what you've just done over FaceTime.
Ethan Nestor and Jocelyn, who I did not give her last name. I need you to come skydiving with me at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. We're doing a Zoom from the air. And we need people to get the plane off the ground. I'm going to call Ethan. Ethan is going to jump out of a plane at 10,000 feet in order to help us get
That's
us
probably
off the
Spencer.
ground. It makes some sense.
Yeah.
There comes a time
Oh God.
where you have to take a chance. And realize
Oh no.
it's time to step out of
This has to be an ad.
when it's time to be truly you.
Oh my God. Yes, it has to be.
To be intimate.
Ethan, I have
Flat
questions.
side. Elevate your intimate moments like never before.
Oh jeez.
With site-wide deals on the best pleasure products in the business.
Good Lord.
Something special from Lilo is sure to spark romance to last a lifetime. It's time to explore new depths this holiday season.
It has to. Of course it is a fucking sponsorship for some, you know, sex toys and shit. Of course.
Say yes to romance. Say yes to sexual wellness.
Oh
Say
my Lord.
yes to Lilo.
Into the waters we go. I can't imagine how much they were laughing their ass off while filming this entire thing. Can't imagine. Oh my Lord. Jeez Louise.
These amazing discounts are only available for a limited time, so act now. Go to the link in the description and use code NESTOR15 at checkout for an additional.
Is that how
15%
big your
off
thing
your
is? 15?
Love your partner.
I know it's supposed to
Love
be
yourself.
for the 15% off,
Love
but it's hilarious.
Lilo.
What the fuck did I just watch? I didn't know I was on Pornhub today.
I'd like to preface this by saying that up until this point, I had never been skydiving before. I had thought about it, but I had just never worked up the courage to actually do it. But I do love an excuse. An excuse to do something was laid on my lap, so I said yes.
That
This
just
video
sounds
viewer
like
is
what I was able to do
all
this year
meant
when I was in
to see
Alaska.
it. Zach and Austin are filmmakers. They helped me make the documentary, which should be on Amazon very, very soon. Maybe link in the
Yeah,
description
he
below.
did
Hopefully,
mention
please
that
go
it's
rent
now
it,
on
please.
Amazon
It took
Prime,
so long to get it through
the
Amazon. I don't know what the
documentary.
fuck happened, but please go rent it and buy it and watch it and fuck. And they make movies of their own as well. And so, the idea for this skydiving trip came from an action movie pitch that they were about to do. They had a Zoom call scheduled with a
Oh,
big
really?
producer, and they had a script for an action movie that they were going to pitch to this producer. So they thought, what a better way to start this pitch and to prove to these producers that they're serious than by taking the Zoom call while jumping out of a plane.
Oh my lord.
Assuring them an action movie deal for $100 million. We would arrive at Skydive Elsinore. Austin would pitch a tent in the airfield where he would have his laptop and start the Zoom call. Zach and I would be up in the plane, jump out of the plane, and then halfway down, Zach would be on his phone and join the Zoom meeting. He would say, "Hey, I'll be down in a second." And then Austin from inside the tent would come out with his laptop, showing Zach landing in the airfield, parachuting down. They would climb in the tent and do the whole pitch, and again, get $100 million. It was the perfect plan. But two things happened that day. Number one, we jumped from the plane, and halfway down, Zach opened up Zoom on his phone. The man had not appeared yet. He's falling 120 miles an hour from the sky. The chute pulls. He lands on the ground. The man still has not joined the Zoom.
Oh my god, the producer.
The producer never joined and never got that deal. Problem number two, I lost all of the footage from my cameras that day. I have the footage of me jumping from the skydiving team at Skydive Elsinore, but I don't have any of my own footage, no audio, no video. And this messed me up for a bit because it was gonna be a really good video. I don't know how I lost the footage. I thought that I had put it on my computer immediately when I got home, but it was gone. I was kept awake, tossing and turning, night after night, just having nightmares.
I was so glad I was never able to lose the footage of my cruise to Alaska. I had 9 hours of footage to go through.
Broken stupors of self-hatred and just absolutely beating myself up over this. But then I had...
Like, I can't imagine how crushing that had to be, to lose that many minutes of footage
It doesn't have to be real.
that you filmed for that.
I can just tell you guys that
You go through all this time in the world to do this, you film everything, and then when you try to do it, the footage is no longer there.
Do you remember when we went and we did that video a while back where we went skydiving, and then I lost all the footage?
Yes.
What are you guys doing on Friday?
This in sync. Yes.
You trying to get me out of a plane again.
What if we went off of a plane on Friday? Old time's sake.
I'll do it.
For old time's sake.
Alright.
they were in for a second time, and my audience was none the wiser. The next day, we set off to the wonderful Skydive Elsinore, and everything started off so great. Everything was smooth, natural. There was no way that my audience would know that this wasn't the first time that I was going skydiving.
Well, you know, I've done this once before now, and we screwed it up. We fell 14,000 feet from the air, and we screwed it all up. We're still here, living today, and so we thought, why not do it again? Why not do what was once impossible for man and fall out of the sky? God gave us planes. God gave us chutes to pull. And God gave us the strength and the courage to fall from the sky down to our beautiful earth. And so today, that's what we'll be doing today, even though we already did it in January, and I lost all the footage. To break the bit, I'm more nervous today to skydive than I was the first time, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I know what's up there. Didn't know what was up there before. Found it, came back to Earth. But now I'm going up there and saying, what if Mr. Grim Reaper has some other plans?
Oh, jeez.
What if God's sweet angels want a little kiss from me today? It would be really unfortunate if I died.
Because
So
it
if you
has
see this video,
happened.
probably
There
I
have been
died
cases
because
where shit has gone wrong.
I-
The parachutes don't deploy,
if I
that
wasn't saying that right now,
malfunction,
it's a little spooky because it's like,
and you have to. I'm pretty sure they make you sign a waiver too.
we're really gonna jump out of that fucking plane, huh? Okay. It's like
Oh God.
35 minutes to go.
They had absolutely no sense that I was lying to them. With my audience fooled, we continued our...
With my audience fooled,
set
oh
with
good
our
lord.
Strap on. We were doing simulations of the jump. I was set. I was confident.
You're
I
practicing.
was feeling
You're
great.
rehearsing.
I don't really think I want to do the jump that high.
Is that Jocelyn?
I don't know, it's high and like it's probably like too hot today. Like we already lost the footage the first time. And so if we
That was your fault.
like pretend like we lost it again, then I think like people will just kind of forget about it. And then we could even say that we did it, but we lost the footage again, and so then we can just show somebody else dropping. And I think it'll be fine.
With bravery oozing from my pores, I looked up and I saw the plane approach. It was time to board the aircraft and start our mission into the sky. The flight was long, arduous, 8 hours and 345,000 feet. We came to our cruising altitude. The door opened, and it was time to leap. And I was ready.
Take a leap of
There
faith.
was no backing out. It was time to jump. I creeped my tippy toes out to the edge of the plane and gave God one last look. The feeling was nothing less than exhilarating. The mere 60-second free fall felt like hours to me. I was free. I was falling.
Huh.
I was free falling. It was just me in the sky and nothing but a qualified man strapped to my back. And for this brief moment, all of the stresses of life just drifted away. In the sky, there's no taxes, no drama, no traffic, no emails, no late-night fights with my wife. There's just
Your wife?
the air betwixt your cheeks, the weightlessness of the fall, and the dream.
Your face is probably going to be beat red from windburn because of the fact that you're going down at a couple hundred miles an hour, essentially.
Surely fluttered down to earth. Everything just seemed so small from up there. The grass felt almost foreign to my flightful feet as they touched down to the earth. I felt alien in this land. How could I go back to normal life after this? Sure, I had a great dog.
What the fuck is that picture?
Beautiful children, but I was unfulfilled. The land had no.
Oh, that's the first footage. That's the original footage from when he had the whitish hair. You could tell. That's the older footage.
Do anything. Be.
I'm assuming that's from the guys themselves, because he said he lost footage.
Just myself and God's angels. Down below, I was nothing. But up here, I was a king. I was a god. God of the sky.
Hey, higher. I know. Oh, Jesus, Lord Almighty. Oh, good God. Is that a dig towards Mr. Beast? Oh, my Lord. Oh, God, the Sarlacc pit. So, that was a pretty interesting video. So, Ethan, back in January of 2024, went skydiving with two of his buddies that helped him make his tour documentary. And I guess they were going to be pitching a action movie idea to this producer. And I guess the plan was, okay, we're going to have one of the guys skydive and then join the Zoom call while skydiving, while in the air. It sounded like an action movie on its own anyway. It just sounded like something out of Deadpool. Unfortunately, the guy never showed up for the meeting. And then two, Ethan lost the footage to it. So he wasn't able to share that experience. So he went more recently this time around. And luckily enough, he didn't lose the footage. Anyways, can we just talk about that sponsorship portion of this video? Over a sex toy, erotic toy for men at Lilo and shit. And I know it was all for fun. It was all for the product itself. But yeah, that was kind of funny though. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, overall, that's all my thoughts on this video. But he did mention like wanted an excuse to do this or something like that. And I kind of found that funny because that kind of sounded like what I had to do when I went on my cruise to Alaska back in May. The one thing in question I'm referring to is the zip riding that I did. It was such an experience. I gotta be honest with you. I had so much fun. It was pretty intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, being dropped down at a certain height. And he mentioned like how he felt like a king or a god when skydiving. Like I literally screamed out, "I'm king of the world," when I was going down that damn zip ride. Because to me it felt like I was on top of the world. Just going down one of the tallest zip lines in the world. it was like, holy shit, it doesn't get any better than this. I honestly had a lot of fun, doing that, and then the whole cruise was so much fun too. And I recorded about 9 hours of footage, but it would have been such a unfortunate thing if I ended up losing that footage, if the footage got corrupted, etc. Not only that, but I also filmed that little ego skit featuring Xander and stuff, so I would have been more upset about losing that footage too. Because the fact that it was like a last minute idea and I was able to put it all together within 2 weeks before the trip is just a more impressive feat for me. But overall, it was a fun experience. Another thing that Ethan recently did. Ethan, if you remember last year, around this time last year, he wanted to do his own calendar featuring him and Spencer. And last year it was planned. I remember ordering it myself. And then the company that is in charge of producing them and shipping them out, Second City Prints, went bankrupt. Meaning all orders that they had from him or anybody else associated with them were canceled outright. And everyone was refunded, including me. I was refunded and everything. So it was a bummer seeing that. But luckily enough, he was able to partner up with someone else. I don't know whom. But he was able to partner up with somebody else to get a new calendar made. But this time around, it's going to be for both 2025 and 2026. So it's a 24-month calendar, which is insane to me. But a nice thing that they did for anyone who did order the calendar originally before they got canceled because of Second City Prince's bankruptcy, you could get the calendar totally free if you put in this code. Like, they give you a code in an email, and you put the code in at checkout, you get it for free. So I didn't have to spend a single dime on this. Because not only that, he's signing them all. He's hand signing every single calendar. So he's literally going to be putting himself in exile like Markiplier did back in 2018 when he had the Tasteful Dudes calendar. And he had to sign the 35,000 calendars or something like that. Anyways, that's officially it on this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the Vacation Squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram. It's me, Colette, the Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and myself. I used to act with cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!